Peace, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Alchemy with Asia. So, until I learn how to use this completely, I will be holding it in my hand. Okay. Today, I want to discuss language and why language matters. And I also want to let you guys know that I have some series on the rise. So, if you haven't tapped into Thoughts of a Gemini as we're talking about language, go ahead and tap into that. That is on Substack, YouTube, and Spotify. If you search up Thoughts of a Gemini or Alchemy with Asia or both, I have another series coming up for Cancer placements. I am excited about that one. As a Cancer placement myself, I want to hear from Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. I want to hear about what is coming up for you in dissolution, what you're sitting with, and what's coming up out of the light forms within your being that have been released through dissolution during Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which will be at the end of this month, June 29th to the 23rd. So, really, it will go post shadow August as well. So, anytime between the end of June and all of July and the beginning of August, I would love to hear from you if you're a Cancer placement. And if you are a Gemini placement, I would love to hear from you to post you guys every Wednesday. Every Monday, we'll be doing the Cancer placements for the Mercury retrograde. And every Wednesday, currently doing posting Thoughts of a Gemini. So, I want to talk about language and why language matters so much. Language matters because we are in a time where any and everything is being spat out into the universe to be consumed, especially as Uranus is in Gemini. Everything and everywhere, everyone, all at once. I know that's not what the saying is, but that's what I'm saying. And that's the point, too. The point is that there's so much going on. It's very chaotic within media, within information being shared. So as information is being shared, it is haywire for the mental if you don't know how to ground yourself through consumption. Grounding through consumption is important. And the way that we talk to ourselves is important. Knowing that you are a multidimensional being, a multi-layered being within this human experience, it is important to use a certain language that fits your program, fits your being. Some people don't want to attune to the program, even though we are basically supercomputers, okay? And especially if you have Aquarius placements. Hello? You're a supercomputer. Act like it, okay? You should be using your language to empower your program, to supercharge your program and raise the voltage on your supercomputer. The electricity should be very high. Okay, the velocity within your word should be very high because, again, as we're in a time of everything being spat out of the universe into the world, into the phones, into the technology, it's a lot that can be consumed. So being able to make sure that you are being more of a producer versus a consumer is also important when it comes to language, because you should be creating your own language. If you don't want to speak in English, speaking in a different tongue, going back to the native tongue, honoring the native tongues to empower your being, empower your supercomputer, no matter if you are an Aquarius placement or not. If you don't like astrology, that's fine. You might be a skeptic or whatever. Maybe you're not. But also empowering your language to fit this experience for you so you don't get stuck in loops, so you're not able to be trapped by someone else's poor language, making sure that those around you have a proper language, making sure that those around you understand and overstand the importance of empowering not only themselves but also you, giving less of your time and space to people that don't understand that. When people don't understand the importance of language, you don't need to prioritize that conversation. That's how I feel about it. Maybe that's not how you feel about it. Don't listen to me. Okay? Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself, because at the start, the middle, the end of the day, what you say goes. And that is important to be in that energy also this year, because it's a 1 year. It's a year to be in charge of your life. And if you haven't been before, getting in charge of your life. And the best way to do that is through how you speak to yourself. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you all for listening. And if you are interested in being on the podcast and you're interested in those two series I mentioned earlier, which is Thoughts of a Gemini or Dissolution for Cancer placements, as we go into Mercury in retrograde and Cancer, tap into the email in the description, alchemywithasia@gmail.com, and email me and we'll get it started. I have a song in my head. I'm always having a song in my head when I say something. That's why language matters. Okay, the subconscious takes some time to reprogram. It's very precious. Your subconscious mind is recording everything. Okay. So having your subconscious mind on audit and treating your subconscious mind like a child is important. Like, share, and subscribe to Alchemy with Asia on all platforms, on Substack, on YouTube, on Instagram. Well, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok.